What if I told you the person you love the most is the one who's meant to break? Take a deep breath. Because today, we're diving into a story that will change how you see love, friendship, and destiny forever. You know, people think love is soft, warm, magical. But the truth? Love is fire. It can light up your world or burn it to ashes. And this is the story of Ayin and Hiba. Two souls, one heart, and a promise that even time itself couldn't destroy. Ayin believed in logic. For him, life was simple, black or white, yes or no. But then came Hiba. And suddenly, nothing made sense anymore. She wasn't perfect. She was chaos wrapped in laughter, stubbornness mixed with softness. And yet, somehow, she felt like home. Isn't it crazy? How sometimes one person walks into your life, and suddenly, every rule you've ever lived by becomes meaningless. At first, it was friendship. Endless late-night talks. Inside jokes no one else understood. That warm, safe feeling you get when someone just gets you. Ayin thought, this is it. This is my person. But Hiba? She was afraid. Afraid of love. Afraid of loss. Afraid of giving her heart to someone who might one day break it. And yet, day after day, they kept choosing each other. In small ways. In quiet gestures. In moments no one else noticed. Because that's the thing about real connections. It's not the big, cinematic moments that matter. It's the little things. The way she said his name like it was the most natural thing in the world. The way he remembered her coffee order without ever asking. The way silence between them never felt awkward. But here's the thing nobody tells you about love. It isn't just about finding the right person. It's about timing. And for Ayin and Hiba, timing was their cruelest enemy. Life happened. Dreams pulled them in different directions. Promises made in whispers started to fade beneath the noise of reality. Somewhere between growing up and holding on, they lost each other. You said forever, she whispered one night, her voice breaking like glass. I meant it, he replied. But even he didn't believe his own words anymore. Because sometimes, love isn't enough. Months passed. Seasons changed. They became strangers, but the kind who still remember each other's favorite songs. Strangers who still remember how it felt to laugh together until their stomachs hurt. Funny, isn't it? How someone can be both everything and nothing at the same time. And yet, destiny wasn't done with them. One rainy evening, years later, they crossed paths again. The same city. The same chaos. But different people. She wore the same perfume. He still had the same nervous habit of running his fingers through his hair. But beneath all the changes, that spark was still there. Unspoken. Undeniable. Unforgettable. This time, there were no grand confessions. No promises of forever. Just silence. And in that silence, 1,000 words they didn't know how to say. Here's the thing about love. You don't always end up with the person you can't stop thinking about. Sometimes, they're just the lesson that teaches you how deeply your heart can feel. But friendship? That's the real miracle. Because somehow, despite the heartbreak, despite the distance, despite the endless silence, Hiba and Ayin found their way back. Not as lovers, but as souls who knew each other. Deeper than anyone else ever could. And maybe that's enough. Because sometimes, the greatest kind of love is the one that asks for nothing in return. Listen closely. If you've ever loved someone and lost them, if you've ever stayed awake at 3 a.m. wondering why people drift apart, this story is yours too. Because here's the truth. You never really move on. You just move forward. Pieces of them stay with you, in the songs you skip, in the roads you avoid, in the jokes you still can't explain to anyone else. That's what love does. It leaves fingerprints on your soul, permanent, invisible, undeniable. So, remember this. Sometimes people come into your life to stay. Sometimes they come to leave. And sometimes, they come to teach you how much your heart can hold. What if I told you? The person who broke you the most was the one who taught you how to love the deepest. Think about it.